What's up, everybody? This is Gamer CJE, and welcome back to our little city of Gamer Grove. And today what we're going to do is build in this area right here. We're going to be building another little community with more housing and more commercial. I don't expect to really build any more industrial zoning areas because we got really low demand and we've got high demand for the residential and commercial. So to start off with, I believe the best areas to have our traffic come from is right here, and we'll just kind of come straight down here and maybe have a roundabout or something down here. And I want to try and link it in somehow with this 6-lane road, maybe do a little bit, or maybe this 4-lane road. But no, that would have to go through the college, and I don't want to mess with that. Where else could we connect it? You know what? We could just do a whole bunch of smaller roads that connect it. It does. Not every road connection has to be a 4-lane road, but to start with, we are going to use this 4-lane road with the decorative trees to kind of just match up with what we already have. Now this is going to be a little tricky because I want to bring it between these two fishing docks. Cool. So now we need to decide where to put our roundabout. Or you know what? Maybe we don't even need a roundabout. This doesn't need to be a huge community. So right there should be fine. And let's connect up a 2-lane road with this one right here, but let's make it straight. Ah, that's a bummer. But fortunately we have the movement mod, so I can just move that over a couple of clicks there, and we should be golden. Alright, let's see if it works this time. Alright. Very cool. And let's extend our 4-lane road down here. And then join them together. Alright, awesome. And I'm going to do pretty much the same thing right here. There we go. Yeah, I like that. Okay. And now we're going to go kind of along this beach. And I believe for the most part we can do a pretty straight road. I don't want it to be too close to where it's going to get the houses flooded. But I think that's close enough without too much of a possibility of it being flooded. And yeah, let's just go with a straight road there. Yeah, I like that. All right. Let's meet back up there. And we need to have, is one enough crossroad there? Now let's go with another one in between. There we go. Alright, and gonna just build a couple more roads connecting up. Space already occupied. Oh. Gotta move our Firewatch tower right there. Now, should be able to connect up. Alright. Sweet. Ah. Okay, I think for the moment that's going to be enough of an area built up. So let's put in the services that we need. First of all, water and septic. I'm going to go ahead and delete whatever this was for. It's just going to be in the way of building what I want to. Alright. And I'm just going to follow along under the road. Perfecto. Just like that. And we're all connected up. Except that we're not. Now we are. Okay, so now we have coverage for water and sewer. I believe we've still got plenty of electric. We do. Alright, so for this area, we're going to use just the just a little medical clinics. I don't believe this area is big enough to actually need a hospital. Alright, now fire departments, pretty much the same. We're going to utilize exactly the same area. And we do need to add a watchtower, it looks like, over here to get coverage on these trees. Awesome. Same thing right here, it looks like. Very cool. We might need to add a helicopter station. Let's do that. It's always best if you add those right by the water, because if you add them right next to the water, then they don't have to go very far to pick up the water to take to the fire. So yeah, let's add a helicopter, fire helicopter department. Oh, gotta add a water line. There we go. Alright, now police. Gonna do that. And the school. I'm just going to put in one elementary school and one high school. And that's going to be plenty for that area. Now, I'm going to put in some coverage for entertainment. Okay. And now I'm going to do the zoning, which everything's going to be low density over here. I don't want any high density zoning at all. So let's put in our commercial zoning. It's always best to have as much of the commercial zoning as possible on these main roads, because you don't want to have a whole bunch of heavy traffic coming back into this area. I do like to put some small little nodes of commercial zoning back in here, but not a huge amount. So we'll probably put like 5 or 6 places for commercial zoning back in here. Yeah. And then the rest of this is just going to be low density residential zoning. Just like that. Alright. Gonna take a little while for all this to come in. But I do like the way it looks. Gonna have fairly good property values because it's gonna be right next to the beach here. Let's look at our property values. How do you do that? Right here. So we've got some pretty good property values. Average land. I've unlocked the entire map, and so that means that it takes into account the entire map when it's looking at the land value. And my average land value is $51. I don't know what that exactly means, what kind of money that's supposed to be, but 51 per square meter or square mile. I don't really know. Probably 51 whatever per square meter. That would make a lot more sense. And so the low areas here are where there's no entertainment value, and also, or it's going to be next to undesirable things. So these are recycling centers, and all this area around them is less desirable. But the biggest money area is right here on the beachfront property, which you can tell right here is going to be pretty good as well. Not quite sure why this is so low. Do I have no... Oh, I have no entertainment value over here. So I'm going to take out some houses to increase the property value by adding in some bouncy houses here, which should increase our property values. Alright, now let's look at the property values. I don't know if they go up immediately. Oh, they do. Alright. And you can see so many people upgrading right here, which means more taxes. And you gotta love more taxes. Alright, well, while we're in this menu, let's go ahead and look at the rest of our city. We have plenty of electric. We have plenty of water and sewer. We have plenty of garbage processing ability, and as you can see, it's fairly well spread out because there's no areas that, well, I guess there's one area right here, but that's industrial. They make a lot of trash. There's no areas that are super in trouble because they don't have access to trash removal. And education, our university availability is pretty low. But I don't really want my city to have a ton of very highly educated workers because they don't tend to work very hard. Citizen happiness. The commercial happiness is pretty low. Huh. I don't really know what to do about that. I guess it's because they don't have enough workers? Not enough workers. So see, this is the problem. Over time, everybody becomes highly educated, and places that have jobs for people who are educated or well educated aren't able to get workers, and so they're unhappy. Same thing here. Yeah, so that I don't really know what to do about that problem. Alright, so here's our health. Healthcare capacity is fine. Average health is 83%. And we have plenty of availability there. Childcare, average child health 91, average elder. So it looks like I could add some elder care facilities. I know that's in here. Elder care. Alright, let's throw in some elder care here and there. And my hope is that that should raise that number fairly quickly. 79. So I can't quite tell if just the coverage raises it or if it takes time to raise it. So it looks like we have mildly good coverage. Gonna go ahead and toss in one right there as well. So we're up to 80%. I don't really want to just keep plopping these down because I'm sure the tax or the cost of keeping those up probably is fairly high. Let's look at health. I guess you can't look specifically into health like the other ones. But our expenses weekly is almost 90,000 per week. It now is 90,000 a week, which is the highest. It's higher than everything. Wow. Wow, that's crazy. Alright, well, let's go to our levels. Looks like we're doing pretty good. Most people are in the highest level that they can be. So I'm happy with that. Wind doesn't really matter. Traffic. This is one thing I'm pretty proud of. I have 100 and almost 130,000 people in my city, and my traffic is at 83%, 82, 83%. I am pretty happy with that. I think that's the best traffic stat that I've ever had when I had this many people in a city. So I am pretty proud of that. Alright, pollution. No water pollution, that's good. Average ground pollution is 3%. I don't really know if there's anything you can do about that, because you have to have both septic processing and trash processing. So what are you supposed to do? I I don't know. I don't know what you're supposed to do to get pollution lower than that. Noise pollution obviously is horrible. Uh, along the highways and in the commercial district and all that, but it's fairly low in the residential areas, which is what I want. So that's a good thing. All right. Fire safety, 19%. So there's a whole huge amount of area out here that is just trees. So I'm not too worried about that. Uh, that seems like a high percentage of hazard, but I'm not super worried about it. Crime, 6%. We've got plenty of coverage, it looks like. I thought I had trains. Apparently not. Or I mean, I thought I had residential trains that were like passenger trains, but I'm doing pretty well. Looks like almost 6,000 per week on the metro, so that's pretty good. Um, Fairly stable population, it looks like. We are in a growth. I don't even know what to call it, a growth cycle, a growth way. But anyway, we have 541 births a week and 296 deaths a week, so we are growing, which is awesome. And we do indeed have exports now. A little while ago, we had no exports because I had very poorly set up kind of supply chain. It was very poorly set up, but now it's a little bit better, so I'm happy about that. Tourism, city attractiveness, 68%, and we have quite a few areas that are drawing tourists, which is awesome. Our weekly tourist visits is 1,262. I don't really know what a good number is, but I'm pretty happy with that. Alright, well, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, join me next time.